Hello everyone, let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is compare version numbers given two version strings version 1 and version 2. Compare them. A version string consists of revisions separated by dots. The value of the revision is its integer conversion ignoring leading zeros. To compare version strings, compare their versions values in the left to right order. If one of the version string has fewer versions, treat the missing revision values as 0. Okay. If the version 1 is less than version 2, we have to return the minus 1. If the version 1 is greater than version 2, then we have to return 1. Else we have to return 0. Let's see an example. So this is version 1, this is version 2. 1 and 2. These are okay, this is version 1. How we will compare this is by dot. Okay, after dot, see here you can see a version string consists of revisions. Okay, and revisions are separated by dot. So these are the revisions. This 1 1 2 10. These are the revisions which are separated by dots. Now we'll have to compare the revisions value from the left to right order. Okay, and that means here if we will compare this one with this one, we'll compare this 2 with this 10. So one is same, so we'll go to the next revision, and 2 and 10, out of which is greater? Second one is the greater, that means version 2 is greater. Okay, do not consider it as directly 1.1 1.2, and accordingly if you do 2 and 1 as 1 is less than 2, consider the whole. This is not 1. This is not 1.10. It's not like integer. Here if you see the example, this one, here you can see there are 4 revisions in this version. Okay, so do not consider this as whole as integer. Okay, each revision is single entity. If here it is 0 1 0, of course the value is 10. Okay, if it is 1 0 0, the value is 100. So we have to compare each, we'll have to compare each revision with the next one. That means in the next version revision from version 1 to revision from version 2, we will compare each. If it is same, that means same level, then we'll get to the next. We will compare if any of those is, let's say here 10 is greater than 2, that means version 2 is greater than version 1, that means we will return minus 1. If you see here, output is minus 1. Now here if you see 1, how many revision, let's take this example. Okay, now how many revisions are there? 1 comma 0 1, and here 1 comma 0 0 1. Okay, and if you see, now these are the revisions. I will convert this as into the integer. Here it is given what the value of the revision is its integer conversion ignoring leading zeros. So these are the leading zero. So if we convert these to integers, what we will get is 1 comma 1. Here we will get 1 comma 1. So both are same. That means we will return what? 0. Here you can see 0. Now next is 1 0 1 0 0. Now see here in this case, what was that? The number of revisions in each version were same. But if you see the example 3, number of revisions in the both the versions are different. In version 1 it is 2 revisions, in version 2 these are 4 revisions. Okay, now in the question what is given, if there are less. Okay, here you can see if one of the version string has fewer revisions, treat the missing revision values as 0. That means here this is 1.0, here it is 1.0.0.0. That means we here two revisions are missing. Then what we will consider it as 0. Okay, and then we have to compare, and here if you see now both are the same, so we will return the 0. Now let's start coding. How we will do is, first see what we can do is, first we can split this string by using which separator. Which separator you can see is dot. Yes, revisions are separated by dot. Then we will get array. We'll get two arrays, one for version 1, one for version 2. Then simply just compare index 0 of version 1 with index 0 of version 2, and then check these conditions. Where are these conditions? Yes, check these conditions. Is first two. Okay, if it doesn't meet, let's go to the next. If it doesn't meet means both are same, and we'll go to the next. And for this same number of versions in same number of regions in both the version means okay, but in this case our this one will compare with this zero will compare with this, but we don't have two revisions. Okay, so in that case what we will do, we will again group from this to this. Here we know both are zero, but in case we can have 1 0 1 0, then in that case our answer will change, right? So we'll run with this loop. We'll compare this with the 0 instead of the value. Again, same for if version 1 has more revisions, then again we will run on that and not version 2. Okay, let's start coding. First, what we will do, we will split. Okay, let's take string string s1 or v1 I'll take is equal to what? Version 1 dot split by dot. Okay, and we'll have to use this rejects. Okay, if you want a detailed video on rejects, let me know in the comment section. I will make it. Version 2 split. Okay, and dot, here we'll take this is separated by dot. Okay, now we got this, what we got, 1 comma 2, we got 1 comma 10. Now we'll have to compare. Now I will take int n is equal to v1 dot length. Okay, int m is equal to v2 dot length. Okay, now both can be same, both can be different. Okay, so for that we can't use the for loop, right? We can use okay, we don't need to use the while loop. What we can do is we can also use the for loop. Why? I'll take the length, okay, maximum, and then I'll compare rest with the 0. Okay, I'll take the length as mat.max of n comma m. Instead of while loop, we can use the for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than length, I plus plus. Okay, and here what we will do, we have to find. So let's take int k1 is equal to what I want, integer dot parse int, what parse int of v1 of I. Same for int k2 is equal to integer dot parse int v2 of I. Okay, now we will get 2. But if we don't have that element, that means we have less. See, after when the maximum size is 4. After I is equal to 2, okay, we have I is equal to 2. In that case, we will get array out of bound index in this case. So instead of that, we will consider it as a 0. So here what I will check, if my I is less than n, then only I will parse in this, else I will consider it as 0. If my not j, if my I is less than m, then only I'll consider this, else I will consider 0. Okay, and anyway, we are going till only, we are using the for loop, so we'll stop at length. Now, what are our conditions? When my version, okay, if my version 1 is less than version 2, that means my revision 1 is less than revision 2. If I have the value 2 point something and 1 point something, if I compare both, 2 is of course greater, right? Not 1. So we can do, if my k1 is less than k2, then I will return -1. Else if my k2 is not k2, if my k1 is greater than k2, then what I will return? I will return 1. And at the end, okay, of course, everything is done. That means both are same. We will return 0. Yes, let's run this. Yes, you can say accepted. Let's submit this solution. So we have used what? Split. You can use the two pointer and also do the same. Here also we are pointing it and we are just splitting it first. Getting into the array, we are using the extra space. Using two pointer, what you can do, of course there also will have to use the string builder and get that number and all. Okay, so in this way I explained this question. We can solve this. Of course there are many different ways to solve a particular question. In this video I explained using this concept. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel and stay updated. Thank you.